So they dumped their clips, they hopped back in their whip and drove off. Psycho Bob and Brat crashed out in front of a whole block party though, and weren't even wearing masks, so it didn't take long for.
And y'all ain't had no mask on. Oh my gosh. How dumb can y'all be? Dumber than a sack of potatoes, bro. I swear.
The cops to catch up and book both of them. Psycho got off easy and only had to spend a few years in prison, and getting locked up turned out to be a huge win for him, because at the same time Psycho Bob went in, Kodak Black got locked up in the same spot. Psycho and Yak linked up behind bars, and Yak told Psycho that he was gonna sign him when they both got out. Psycho was a crash out who just rapped on the side a little bit, but linking up with Kodak meant he could really leave the trenches behind him. But that's not how it went down though, and nobody expected what was about to happen next. In 2020, Psycho Bob came home from jail, but Kodak was still locked up. Psycho's music wasn't popping off yet, and Kodak wasn't there to help him out, so Psycho ended up right back in the trenches, and the war with Liberia is about to get way crazier. In September 2020, a dude named Janavis Lewis was walking down the street in HMT's hood. Janavis didn't rep HMT, but he was cool with a lot of members from the set, like Liberia said. Somebody was spinning through HMT's hood looking for him, but instead they caught Janavis walking home and tragically left him dead in the street. Innocent dudes like Janavis get caught up in gang beef all the time, but what happened next proved that the situation with HMT and Double M was on a different level. HMT was ready for get back after Janavis got killed. Nobody knew who pulled the trigger on Janavis.
I think, wait, let me see. What did he say in the It looks like it was innocent bystander.
But what happened next proved that the situation with dudes like Janavis caught Janavis walking home and tragically left him dead in the street. Innocent dudes like
innocent bystander. Like, you know what? I don't be understanding, bro. You be killing innocent people, bro. Like, it don't even be on purpose. It's just on accident. It's just a principle about it happening.
Janavis get caught up in gang beef all the time, but what happened next proved that the situation with HMT and Double M was on a different level. HMT was ready for get back after Janavis got killed. Nobody knew who pulled the trigger on Janavis though, so instead of taking out his killer, HMT tried to kill Psycho Bob's mom. On October 15th, 2020, Psycho's mom was sitting on her porch when Liberia Sig allegedly pulled up and started shooting. Psycho's mom got hit, but she made it out alive. HMT wasn't done yet though, and just a few days later, they allegedly killed Psycho's homie Taco, and on the track Let's Step, Psycho rapped about it and said, Taco had died, more mamas had cried, told Cap, hard to focus, got hit with that NyQuil, left his ass.
Taco had died, more mamas had cried, told Cap hard to focus, got hit with that NyQuil, left his ass right there. Let me lift his ass right here.
Right there, gave his ass different doses. I'm the man of my city. I'm the landlord too. They say streets done shot him cause I don't fuck with you. Psycho's mom getting shot was crazy, but at that,
man, not even just that, bro. You shouldn't even want to put your mama through nothing like this, like, bro. You know you got beef in the city. At least collab with Kodak so you can get your mama out the city, bro. Like, niggas don't even be thinking like that. Niggas just want to do shit like that. Shit lame. That shit not cool at all.
At that point, nobody outside of Broward County was really paying attention to the beef. Then that all changed in 2021 when Kodak Black came home and signed a bunch of shooters to a sniper gang label. Yak was supposed to be away for a few more years, but then he got a pardon from Donald Trump and got wrapped up in one of the deadliest wars in the rap game. When Kodak came home, he signed Psycho Bob, Wiz the Wizard, and her homie Wham Spin the Ben. Yak didn't have anything to do with the beef between Double M and HMT, but he was hopping on tracks with Psycho, Wiz, and Wham when they dissed the ops. Psycho Bob and Kodak linked up for the track Righteous Rappers, and Psycho rapped, Snipers on my side who ain't telling, Nightmare in my blood, bitch, they know I'm all who ready.
The thing is, he just said that Wiz ain't even, wait, what did he say? I forgot.
Double M and HMT, but he was hopping on tracks with Psycho. Yak didn't have anything to do with the beef between Double M and HMT.
Oh, Kodak ain't had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with their beef. But I mean, hey, fuck it.
But he was hopping on tracks with Psycho, Wiz, and Wham when they dissed the ops. Psycho Bob and Kodak linked up for the track Righteous Rappers, and Psycho rapped, Snipers on my side who ain't telling, Nightmare in my blood, bitch, they know I'm all who ready. I eat faces, fight cases, blowing little bread, dropping bodies on the daily. Niggas in my city, bitch, they know I'm speaking facts.
I'm saying though, why incriminate yourself like that? Then the man talking about I eat faces. What? You eat what? Faces? What? That's crazy. He look crazy.
And on the same track, Psycho allegedly dissed Liberia Sig's dead homie Genavis and rapped,
Then, then, you dissing a person that got caught that was innocent. What do you get out of that? What do you get out of that? You dissing the person that was innocent. What do you get out of that? Nothing. Not a thing. That's crazy.
I get done with that stick, that bitch go. I was lurking in the hoopty, that bitch go. Point a nigga out in your city, bitch they know Lil Psycho dumb. Psych.
Then you talk about, then not even just that. You talk about they know Lil Psycho dumb. The fact that you know you got issues is crazy. Like, I swear, niggas be slow.
Psycho, Wham, and Wiz were all starting to pop off in the rap game after Kodak signed them, but bodies were still dropping in the streets. And what happened next proved that it was only going to get worse from there. HMT Trey was allegedly putting in work against Double M, and his beef in the streets is allegedly what got his own mom killed. In March 2021, Trey's mom Misty was opening up her nail salon when a shooter came out of nowhere and brutally killed her in broad daylight. A dude named James Hardwick got booked a year later, and some sources claim he has ties to Wiz the Wizard. But according to rumors, James Hardwick was just driving the getaway whip and didn't actually pull the trigger on HMT's mom. James Hardwick and the shooter were allegedly
He gonna get more time just because he was the driver. Gifted by association. Crazy.
paid for the hit a couple of days before it went down. But nobody knows who put the bread up to kill HMT Trey's mom. A lot of people were trying to connect Psycho Bob to the hit, and that's allegedly why the ops tried to kill him a few weeks later when they caught Psycho in traffic. Psycho was driving down the road when he got boxed in by two whips. He didn't have time to get away, and the shooter hopped out and started dumping shots into Psycho's car. Psycho got hit up and was bleeding out in the middle of the road, but an ambulance pulled up a few minutes later and saved his life. Nobody got booked for the shooting, but HMT Trey and Liberia Sig dissed Psycho over the situation. Misty getting killed wasn't the only reason that Trey and Sig wanted Psycho dead though. According to rumors, Psycho Bob was hooking up with Liberia Sig's mother.
Niggas be having all this paper. And don't even get their mama out. Damn, look at this man. Look at him. Like, bro, you look crazy. Like, you look like you type to do some shit like that.
And Psycho dropped a crazy diss track on Sig called Stepdaddy and rapped, "That's the op mama. Oh yeah, bitch, I smashed it. I done beat her son's ass. That's your stepdaddy. I'ma call your mama. I'ma tell your mama." Then Trey and Sig dragged Yak into the beef when they dropped the track FTO and rapped, "Shop and knock him out his element. Them niggas bitches. They're protected by the president. And I got proof. They know we spinning, so they slime bulletproof. And talking magic, make you disappear like poof. Catch that famous ass nigga in them hanging out that roof." And they weren't just sending shots in the booth, cause a couple months after Psycho Bob got shot and ended up in the hospital, the ops caught him lacking again and tried to kill him in Dania Beach. Psycho Bob didn't get hit up that time, but then Double M took a huge loss, and rumors say it was cause of a back door. Wiz the Wizard was a huge problem for the ops, and they couldn't get to him for a long time. Back around 2015, the cops said Wiz was running a huge crew of dudes who were breaking into houses all over the city. And according to some rumors, Wiz tried to catch a body after his brother Jib got killed. Wiz allegedly tried to kill a dude named Denzel Williams, but Wiz missed when he shot at him, and Denzel Williams made it out alive. After Williams ran off,
Oh, that's crazy. How you trying to catch it? Oh, that's crazy.
he went straight to the cops and told them that Wiz was the one who tried to kill him. Wiz got booked for attempted murder, and Denzel Williams was going to testify against him in court. But then someone rode up on Williams and killed him before the trial started.
Oh. This man Wiz then the Lord of the Street. This man he got his partner killed. His brother got killed. Then he tried to go and catch a body. Then he turned around and missed. Then he got off, ran to the police, turned around and started a trial. He got arrested, attempted for got arrested for attempted murder, then turned around, got man, he got somebody smacked while he was in jail. That crazy. He got somebody smacked while he was in jail.
The attempted murder charge got dropped, and Wiz started popping off with Kodak Black in the rap game.
Oh,
Wiz and his homies are still at war with the ops though, and then he started having some drama with Kodak too. Yak allegedly only gave Wiz $30K when Wiz signed a Yak Sniper Gang label, and they started taking shots at each other on Instagram over the situation. Wiz said it wasn't real beef with Kodak though, and said it was just business.
That's my nigga though, man. It ain't no crazy shit, man. Like I said, if it was that deep with a fault, it ain't no crazy shit. It's just, at the end of the day, business is business.
But before Yak and Wiz could patch things up, somebody allegedly backdoored Wiz and got him brutally killed. In September 2021, Wiz's body was found outside of a crib in Hollandale Beach. The cops didn't find any shell casings around where his body was though, and they think Wiz was killed somewhere else and then dumped in the yard to send a message. HMT Trey eventually got booked for killing Wiz, and the cops think Liberia Sig helped him move the body after Wiz was murdered. Nobody knew how the ops caught Wiz lacking like that though. He wasn't really known for crashing out, and it seemed like Wiz knew how to move smart, and that's why a lot of people think he got snaked by his homie 26 CJ. CJ was caught in the middle of the war because he was homies with HMT Trey and Wiz the Wizard. Even after Mom started getting shot up, CJ was still cool with both sides. It seemed crazy that CJ could.
he definitely did it. He was cool both sides. He trying to play the middleman. He did it. He definitely did it. That boy put up some. The nigga the kid. That look. This how it went. This how I think it went. So he put up some paper. Put up some paper for CJ to backdoor Wiz. You feel me? Bro put up some paper. And money talk. You feel me? Money talk. If you don't know money talk, you crazy. But look, money talk. Not even just that. That boy done. Okay, look, check it out. He put up some paper. And it was the right amount of paper that he wanted. You feel me? Just to get Wiz knocked out. And once he put up that paper and did all that, hey, you already know what time it was. He smacked her. So once he smacked her, he called, hey, bro, I got such and such. That the business handle. You feel me? The business handle. Then turned around and dumped it in somebody, like laid him out in the concrete, on the concrete in the open. You feel me? Laid him out in the concrete in the open. That go to message right there.
Have homies on both sides of the beat, but rumors say he got paid by HMT Trey and his homies to set Wiz up.
Then I just say that. I told you. Facts. It ain't hard to put two and two together.
Letting your homie kill your other homie's already wild, but the craziest part about the situation is that CJ was bragging about sneaking Wiz. Right after Wiz got killed,
And he was bragging about it? Never. Never. That's supposed to be your homie. Never.
26 CJ posted a pic with a bunch of cash that spelled out King Cobra. Then in March 2023, the story took another brutal turn when 26 CJ got killed too. CJ had his own beefs in the area, and there's no evidence that it was connected to him allegedly sneaking Wiz. But CJ's death was so violent, it looked like it was definitely something personal. The cops found CJ's body inside his whip, but he hadn't just been shot to death. After someone pulled the trigger on CJ, they set his body on fire, and rumors say he was still alive when it happened. And after CJ's
That boy done got burned alive. Sheesh. Not even just shot up. Burned? Oof.
burnt body was found, Wiz's homie Wham Spin the Ben hopped on IG.
Nigga played with Wiz and got set on fire. Couple more of you niggas finna get the same treatment. I run Florida. This my shit. Fuck rap. Now rapper got more kills than me. And fuck the feds and fuck you. And your favorite. And your favorite bitch. Whoa. That boy said nigga played with Wiz and got set on fire.
It said, niggas played with Wiz and got set on fire. And according to rumors, Wiz wasn't even the only dude from Double M that CJ backdoored.
So you telling me this man was just playing the middleman just so he could backdoor all of it for some paper? Man, hey, that's why you can't trust these niggas, bro. That's why you can't trust these niggas. I swear that's why you can't trust these niggas.
Double M affiliate named Blood got shot and killed, and some sources claim that CJ used a girl to set him up. Wiz's death.
Backdoor king, backdoor queen. Perfect for each other. Talking about using a girl set a nigga up. What? That's crazy.
Was a huge loss for Double M. But what was really weird about the situation is that his homie Kodak dissed him after he died. Yak and Wiz were having some label drama before Wiz got killed, but it didn't seem that serious. And that's why everyone was shocked when Kodak dropped the track Back for Everything and raps, "Yeah, Double M gang, but I ain't talking Rick Ross. Double M gang, I took that shit from Wiz. Rest in peace, my nigga, but it's his fault. The way you let them kill you like a jit. Talking to Wham, you saying the same?"
Bruh, then Kodak turned around and dissed his partner.
Did you like a lame? But later on, Yak raps about how he hated falling out with Wiz on the track I Wish and raps, "Even Poof said he seen a little bitch. On my soul, I believe in..."
Hold on, wait. It's just the fact about how you gonna diss a nigga, then turn around and say you hated to fall out with him. After you dissed him after he died, then turn around and say you hated to fall out with him. Niggas be goofies, bro. I swear.
Lil Cricks, and I hate how I fell out with Wiz. You did what you did, so I did what I did. After Wiz got killed, it took the cops a while to figure out who was behind the hit, so HMT Trey was still walking free and ended up running into Psycho Bob a week after he allegedly killed Wiz. Psycho and HMT Trey were both at the mall and started yelling at each other, and Psycho clowned HMT Trey for getting his own mom killed.
Your mama got fucked, nigga. Your mama got put up there, fuck, nigga.
HMT Trey's mom, Misty, wasn't the last innocent parent who got killed over the beef though. And in November 2021, Trey's homie Hatch lost his dad to the streets. Hatch's dad was shot and killed while he was sitting in his whip, and rumors said that Double M were the dudes behind the hit. Hatch was already active in the trenches, but losing his dad really turned him up, and he started putting major pressure on the ops. Hatch, Liberia Sig, and HMT Trey allegedly slid a couple of months after Hatch's dad died and shot Rosiah Bordeaux and Derek Thomas. Both of them survived, but in 2023, Hatch and Liberia Sig slid on Double M and allegedly killed a member named Marlo. The dudes from Liberia were sliding like crazy after Hatch's dad got killed in November 2021. And a couple of weeks after Hatch's dad died, HMT Trey and Liberia Sig allegedly shot up Psycho Bob's crib but didn't hit anybody. Then a month later, the dudes from Liberia allegedly killed a dude named Marky Florence, and the cops say that HMT Trey is the one who set up the hit. Psycho Bob's mom had been shot, the ops caught him lacking already in traffic, and they tried to kill him at his own crib. But Psycho was still hopping on Instagram and dissing all of them.
Damn, Cap. He's stupid for even still living in Florida.
That's also when he dropped the track Stepdaddy and said he was hooking up with Liberia Sig's mom. And on the same track, he dissed Hatch's dad and raps, "I be geeking, I be rolling, I be sticking. Heard a nigga was about 50. He got hit up with them switches." Psycho Bob's music was running up numbers, but bodies were still dropping in the streets, and the situation was about to get more brutal than ever. 2023 was a wild year in Broward County, and on April 9th, a dude from Liberia named Mark Varys slid on Double M and killed a member named Sauce. Mark Varys wasn't done catching hats though, and a month later, he allegedly killed Terry McKenzie and Renato Donner on the same day. Then in July 2023, Hatch and Liberia Sig allegedly killed Psycho's homie Marlo. Psycho couldn't do anything about it because he had been locked up on a gun charge he caught in 2022. The cops pulled him over for speeding, and when they searched Psycho's whip,
Like, look at this man. He look retarded. Crazy.
they found over 20 grams of weed and a gun inside. Psycho Bob pleaded guilty in the gun case and got hit with a 5-year sentence.
What better picture of him? He look crazy.
Since the ops couldn't catch Psycho on the streets again, they went after his family instead. Psycho's mom Dorothy had already survived one shooting, but in September 2023, Liberia slid on her again and brutally killed her. On September 13, 2023, HMT Trey,
He's killing women. Now he's killing women. How low can you go, bro? Man, you killing a lady that ain't got nothing to do with it. Like,
Liberia Sig, and 2 other shooters allegedly pulled up to Dorothy's crib while she was sitting in her van in the driveway. All 4 of them allegedly started dumping shots into her whip, and Dorothy was tragically found dead at the scene. The day after Dorothy got killed, Hatch hopped on IG Live and started clowning her and Psycho Bob.
And I ain't killed that lady. Rest in peace to her soul. You heard? Rest in peace to that lady, man. I ain't killed that lady. It's just funny. I can't lie. It's just funny to me. It's hilarious, to be honest.
Hatch wasn't involved with the hit, but Liberia had been planning on killing her for over a year. According to the cops, HMT Trey and his homie Rico were planning a hit on Dorothy back in February 2022, but it took them over a year before they actually caught her. Psycho's mom didn't live anywhere near where the beef was going down and probably thought she'd be safe from Psycho's ops, but then they found her address on the internet and drove out on a crazy crash out mission to kill her. The violence
Oh yeah, but some gotta be mental up here, but no way you looking at people's addresses on the internet.
didn't stop there though, and in December 2023, Liberia Sig, Oak Barris, and her homie Vondarius Davis tried to slide on a dude named Isaiah Sumter and shot up a building they thought he was inside. They didn't catch Isaiah, but someone else got hit and survived. Liberia Sig was allegedly one of the biggest shooters in the city, and in January 2024, he allegedly crashed out again and killed a dude named Terrence Farrington Jr. Ork Varys was allegedly on that hit too. And a week later, Ork Varys allegedly caught another body when he shot a dude named Johnny Henderson to death. That's
Bro, this man just killing people just cuz. 2 teenagers. One of them played football, and I don't know what the other was doing. That's crazy.
the same month.
Like,
Liberia tried to slide on Isaiah Sumter again and shot up a whip they thought he was driving, but instead they just hit an innocent girl. Liberia was
you hitting innocent people. You're not even thinking about what you're doing. You just out here doing it.
tearing up the streets like crazy, but you can't crash out forever. The hit on Terrence Farrington Jr. is what really brought them down though. Liberia Sig and his homies allegedly killed Terrence while he was walking out of a Best Buy, and the cops found the whip that they used on the crash out. Liberia Sig's fingerprints were inside the whip, and that's what really broke the case open. A few months later,
And you left your fingerprint. And you took something.
Liberia Sig, HMT Trey, and 6 of their homies got hit with a huge indictment that says they were involved with 8 murders and 12 attempts. Gerard Charles, aka Hot Rod, was allegedly one of the shooters who killed Psycho's mom, Dorothy. He was also allegedly on the Terrence Farrington hit and a couple of other crash outs. And when the cops booked him in March 2024, they found some shocking evidence on his phone. According to the cops, Liberia wasn't just taking out their own ops, they were also getting paid for murder. When they searched Hot Rod's phone, they allegedly found evidence that proved Liberia was doing paid hits on a set called Lauderkill Babies, aka LKB. Getting paid for hits is one thing, but what's really wild is how it all ties back to Kodak Black. LKB is allegedly one of the deadliest sets in Broward, and Yak signed a dude from their set named Lil Cricks. LKB was beefing with another crew called Snap Ave, and Snap Ave couldn't defend themselves, so they allegedly started paying dudes from Liberia to slide on LKB for them. A dude from LKB named Color Money Red's crib got shot up, and the cops said that Snap Ave paid Liberia $20K for the hit. Now Liberia Sig, HMT Trey, and 6 of their homies are all facing the death penalty, and the situation isn't looking good for them because in 2025, Florida broke the state's record and sentenced 15 people to death. But even though most of the shooters got locked up in 2024, Kodak Black was about to lose another homie to the trenches. After Wiz died and Psycho got locked up on the gun case, Wham Spin the Ben was the last one standing. He was still putting on for Double M in the booth and wanted to start his own record label, but Wham never left the streets and kept crashing out. Nobody knows how much work Wham really put in, but when Jib got killed, he allegedly turned up and started catching heads. And on the track KTB, Wham claimed he dropped 3 ops and raps, "Pussy better not try to run. Yeah, I'll take off that boy's back. Lil Jib got put in dirt. I caught me 3. You know that's facts." Wham was allegedly moving crazy and had a problem with pills. And in 2024, he even got shot by a woman and posted his bloody hand on IG. Then in August 2025, the cops found Wham leaking on the ground with gunshots in his back, and by the time they got him to the hospital, it was too late to save him. According to witnesses, there was some kind of argument going on, and then somebody busted like 10 shots. At first, everyone thought the ops caught Wham lacking, but the cops think it was somebody close to Wham who pulled the trigger. There's all kinds of rumors about Wham getting snaked by his homies, but nobody knows the real story yet. The war in Broward County was one of the most brutal beefs in rap history, but now almost everyone involved is either dead or facing the death penalty. Psycho Bob might be able to come home and get his momentum up in the rap game again, but if he stays in his city, there's no telling what's gonna happen next.
That's why he need to get out the city. Alright, chat. He need to get out. He need to get out of the city, but that's why I say, bro, the streets lame. But you see how niggas mama getting killed, all that, bro. That's crazy. Why would you want to put your mama in a situation like that? Like, man, bro, that shit lame.